3-3.
He can get walled by Balrog. You know, Balrog is one of those characters for sure where you can just kind of like sit and wait. And I think he has good tools to kind of keep Urian out. Although Urian's a really strong character in this version of the game.
Yeah, well, it looks like right now we're having a good start for Child here, already draining M-Boss mostly down. But the fight, oh, actually, you know what? He's got V-Trigger. I was about to say the fight doesn't start until the Aegis comes out, but he's got V-Trigger 2, not V-Trigger 1. That actually caught me off guard.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a, oh, that'll be a punish. It's not a common, what's called, it's not a common V-Trigger selection, but it's not a bad V-Trigger. I think it's okay in some matchups. Man, that was a long pause. That was the long pause of the law. I was like, man, what is happening right here? Oh, nice. You can actually get, with Urian, you can get down forward heavy kick counter hit and a crouching medium there, which is actually really good. That's one of my favorite things that they did.
Building drama, right? So the pause there is the dramatic pause right there. All right, now
yeah, that was it was building tension. I see.
Oh no, the anti-air was a little bit too early, but actually being early made it so that M-Boss just missed his combo after landing. Oh god. Yeah, so there's a little bit of that wild play that I was mentioning.
Nice whiff punish. I mean, that's something that you have to expect against tall characters when you jump in against them. Low connects, that should be it.
Yeah, there you go. So good first game here for Child 2-3-3. Looking very strong, looking very solid here.
Yeah, I think that's sort of how you have to play this matchup. Like, if
Boss actually tries to play a little bit more, you know, careful, just trying to react to Child instead. But actually, no, Child is actually trying to go in now, kind of being a little bit more aggressive, and I love that counter to the knees as well.
Yeah, I mean, just like, look at the way Child's playing on the ground, right? Just walk up, block, wait, like, look for a whiff punish, and then, like, you know, if he gets a knockdown, like, move in, do whatever you want to do, right? But, yeah, I mean, I think that's a good way to do, like, you know, good game plan to have. Oh, that could have been a bigger punish on the dash punch.
Yeah. Oh, that's a punish as well, but he went for the throw. Yeah, that was too far away for the throw. Not gonna happen there.
Yeah, it seems like...
here we go. Gotta watch your head right there. Can't low block that one. Oh, he did it again. The disrespect. He doesn't care. He's just gonna go high twice in a row.
In like the first game, we saw like it get blocked and it just got back thrown. Like it's -8 or something. So like if you do it and you don't get punished, you're like, oh, okay. You're like, cool, I just get to do this for free. Like, fantastic. So that's something that I think Child realized.
A lot of times you're gonna have the situation where, you know what, your opponent's gonna think you're not gonna go high again, and so you just keep doing it over and over and over again.
Yeah, which I think, like, you know, is the way fighting games have to be. You can't change it up too early.
Yeah, here he goes. Gonna get the combo into the V-Trigger. And look at that nice corner carry, but waking up with buttons is Child. Again, ooh, okay, not baiting up. Oh, did he get him?
No, not on the dash to punish.
Not enough to kill, though. Oh, no, the pixel, the magic pixel for Balrog is going to keep him alive, and Child is going to take it off of that magic pixel. Very unfortunate for M-Boss to take this.
Yeah, down with the Dante Ken outfit. Oh, man, that's pretty good.
And
that's
you know
pretty
what?
good. I got to give it.
So, I mean, that's better hair than what Ken's got here right now, probably, so...
Yeah, I mean, that's the least I could do, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, you can see here, Tenachi ranked 243 out of all players on CFN. So you know this player's been putting in the grind here online.
Yeah, and
very, very
been
strong
a lot of
player.
offline events too. Like, it's definitely one of those players that you see and you're like, oh, Tenachi's in this tournament, nice. Really solid, kind of fundamental Bison play. That's what I expect.
And of course, a lot of people out there really don't like fighting against Bison, and the reason for that is because he's plus on block on just about everything.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very, like, if he wants to keep the pressure tight, he can always keep it. It's just about whether he's going to push you away before he's threatening anything, and a lot of times he does not. Man, that is so good. EX Head Stomp and EX Devil's Reverse in this game are incredibly good. Punish.
Yeah, especially since they put him into the same move this time. In all the previous games, you had to pick between one or the other, but now they're all put into one move, and so it's kind of almost like that Swiss Army knife of moves, but not quite Akuma EX Demon Flip.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's like one thing that's very like telling is like when it comes to Bison, you're like, man, Bison's EX move is so good, and you're like, which one? You're like, yes. Like it's just his options are so good, right? Like he's a really well-rounded character, and I think he's always kind of been this way in this game, especially like, you know, before he had a 3-frame, it's a little bit rough, but now it's like this character's been fantastic for seasons upon seasons.
Yeah, I always remember the season that he got the 3-frame standing light kick. I basically said that I thought it was the most significant buff of that entire season. But I love that EX uppercut in the middle of that block string right there. Not a true block string, so he was able to break through with that EX uppercut. Ooh.
Wow, nice. I like that option. Last time there was a jump, so like using the DP to trade, I think is actually a really interesting idea.
Yeah. I think that was a missed DP input right there from Dante Brown, but doesn't matter. He's going to get the whip punish there with the kick target combo, medium kick, heavy kick into the uppercut, and take round number 2. Dante Brown on the board.
Yeah, that's one of Ken's actually best normals, right? Like a standing medium kick goes really far. You know, it whiffs against crouches, which is kind of unfortunate sometimes, but it's hit confirmable. It's a really nice button to have.
Yeah, Dante Brown looking really strong here right now. I really like the patience that he's been playing. You know, one of the hard things is if you play a lot of Street Fighter V online, you expect Ken's to kind of go uppercut crazy and such, but Dante Brown being so careful, so patient, and I love the way he's playing this so far.
Yeah, and I think, you know, this is one of those matchups where dealing with the air approach from Ken is not always easy for Bison. You have to be really aware and, like, ready to air, so we've seen that be a big factor as well. Yeah, jump Tatsu that time.
Yeah, so look at this right now. Tanachi, you know, is to his credit, is trying very hard to match the pace. Oh, no cross-up Psycho Crushers for you, and just actually gets the autocorrect EX uppercut.
You know, whip punish, that's not going to be enough. V-trigger's available, so you have to watch the EX fireball or the step kick.
Oh, man, I love that dash after the Devil's Reverse. That was such a nice little option there. Oh, could he have punished that maybe?
I don't know, just didn't want to commit to anything. Oh, the uppercut.
Oh, no! What? Wow,
I cannot believe that. That was like standing heavy punch was supposed to be a punish, and then it was the cancel and then the flame, like the Inferno, and then 3-frame Tatsu just comes flying out and beats it anyway. Like,
see how Tanachi responds.
Are you really a Ken player if you're not trying to do reversal Tatsu through everything? You know what I mean? Like, it's part of it. You have to be part of the blood. You know, you just got to try it.
Oh, here we go. Big combo, big jumping combo for Tanachi. Ah, there we go. All right. Now this pressure in the corner. This is where So what's interesting about this is the first game I noticed that Tanachi was playing very neutral heavy, very patient. I feel like this game he's going in a little bit more. Oh, yeah, now,
especially before Ken has meter, you know, you don't have to respect it as much, so it makes perfect sense that this is the game plan. Yeah, like just harassing with these really strong mid-range buttons, not getting caught up in like pressing too much with a big lead like this too.
Yeah, well, that towards the end, it almost seemed like he was trying to get in Dante Brown's head a little bit. You know, standing still, just kind of keeping the distance. But here we go. Yep, see, goes in there, baits out the throw. Didn't have much of a punish off of it, though. Just the crouching medium punch.
Yeah, and I love backdashing to reset space, too. I think it's a really good option. Look at the way Tanachi's been playing this. This is a really smart game plan, just slow and steady.
Yeah, like I said, last round it seemed like more aggressive, but this is back to more what he was doing in the first game. But I think he's trying to use the life lead as kind of the indicator. Oh, didn't quite get the safe jump there.
Yeah, and this has just been like a really nice tempo change from Tanachi, you know what I mean? Oh, air flip out. That's one of Bison's biggest weaknesses for sure.
Yeah, it's always unfortunate when you try to confirm a hit and the hit happened to be out of the air. Oh, just Psycho Crusher out of there. Wants to get out of the corner. Yep. He still has the V-trigger. Yep, and that's going to be able to get him some offense there. Just got the crouching light kick, and that was it, though. Nothing else. Here we go. Ken's turn. Ooh. Oh, no! The drop! That was That was painful right there. He was probably looking at his own meter, wondering if he was going to get enough meter to maybe combo into a critical art. Maybe that was just enough to distract him, to cause him to drop that combo. But as a result, Tenachi's going to get the win on that last hit and last combo.
Dante to like either change up his own game plan and like try to throw out some different looks, or just, you know, be more unpredictable in how the approach comes out.
Oh, no anti-air that time. Last round, Tenachi was actually trying to be very cognizant of those aerial attacks. Like you said, oh no, another combo drop. That neutral jump was great to bait out the throw with, but then unfortunately for Dante Brown, dropping the combo afterwards.
Yeah, and then this is just such a bad spot to be. Yeah, you have to kind of pick your spot about where you're going to DP out there, because, you know, if it doesn't hit, I mean, you spend meter to like essentially just die to Bison, and then he gets more and more pressure. It's really bad.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Dante Brown had a misconfirm earlier again. And now the V-trigger slowly running out. You see how fast Ken's V-trigger timer goes away. And the Tenachi with the perfect timing for the slide gets the crush counter and a ton of damage off of that. Nice blocking. Whoa, okay, here we go. Time
That was a
for
sick block.
Dante Brown.
That was like really important. Oh, and the dash up. Yeah, that's one of those things that, like, you know, it looked like Dante Brown tried button into Fireball or something, and then because of like the EX Fireball was in too much block stun, so then just got Fireball as a reversal.
Alright, there we go. And now trying to get in there with the with the scissor kicks. That was negative, but the distance makes it hard to punish. Ooh. We go back to this careful neutral, but now it looks like Tenachi trying to find the times to get the scissor kick in. Yeah, you see if he waits long enough, he goes in with the scissor kick. Gonna be reversal. That is definitely plus for Bison, so doesn't want to give him that pressure.
Yeah, and like we see anytime Tenachi forces a block with like orb or something, just backdashes after and waits for an anti-air. That's something that's really important for Bison. He's really good at like being able to backdash, reset the spacing, and then air to air or anti-air.
Ooh. Okay, Tenachi now playing very defensive. And one of the nice things about Bison is you can see how much slower his meter, V-trigger meter, drains than Ken's does when it's activated. Oh no, that was definitely an execution error. Accidentally whipped the throw and now has none of that V-trigger left.
Yeah, that's a trade that Tenachi will take, I think. Just has to watch the step kick activate. That is a big threat at this point.
Yeah, that's why you see. Oh, there it was. He tried it. 2 crouching light kicks, not enough to kill though. Got one more hit. Tenachi playing so patient. Here he is. He's in his face. Okay, there we go. The activation. Now 1 hit could actually win this for him. No, he drops it. He drops. That's supposed to combo. That light uppercut is supposed to combo after the thunder kick, the overhead. And it did not happen, so Dante Brown missing the opportunity.
Bottom. So next we're gonna have Eli the Curry versus Desnir, which is a cool match. We're excited for that one. Flex on him baby versus Yanoob, which I think that might be a little rough. Given Yanoob's character choice and Flex on him baby's character choice, like it's
a lot of people would probably say Zeku is a stronger character, but look. Capcom Cup champion Idom is a Laura player, okay? So this character's not bad, okay?
Yeah, she's an interesting character. I think she's actually one of the most interesting characters in the game. She's really fun to play. As we jump in here, 30 seconds into the match, we finally see some young Zeku. Nice whip punish.
But now back to the corner, and that's not. Oh wow, nice! Went for the short wall dive right there and baited out the heavy volt charge from Eli.
That's one thing about Laura too, is her anti-airs are excellent, right? Standing medium punch and oh wow, that's gonna be the confirm off the jab V-trigger, yeah.
Yep. Oh no, didn't do a follow-up there. Ooh, watch out! Got the animals helping here. I love this V skill from Zeku.
Yep, nice. I think that's maybe why we're seeing that was perfect. Yeah, I think that's why we're seeing V-trigger 2 in this matchup from Desnir, actually, is to deal with the fireball cancels. Which, like, you know, reacting with the move to deal with Laura's fireball is not... Oh, counter hit combo? Oh, missed it. That's unfortunate. But reacting to a move to deal with Laura's fireball is not easy, but using V-trigger is a lot easier, right? It's just 2 buttons.
Yeah, you can hold down back the whole time and then press it and it still works, so... But one of the reasons why I love the animals from Zeku is the lore behind it. You know, he's the first Strider, and Strider had those moves, you know, in other Capcom fighting games where he calls the bird and drops the bomb and calls the tiger. So I don't know, I love it.
Yeah, and I mean, it's very useful in a matchup like this for slowing the pace down. Yep, side switch here, pressure with Young, which is, or ult into Young, which is often really good, right? That's like kind of the way you want to press if you can. So there's the crush.
That heavy kick and then the confirm. Gonna cancel into the V trigger no matter what. But that's the beautiful part. When you have that V trigger cancel, it gives you the ability to throw out those kind of moves that you normally don't use all that often, especially like sweeps.
Oh man, that was a scary spot to put yourself early. I know that it was probably accidental to be cornered, but this is not where you want to be against Laura with meter for these collapse. Like, we see the Dizzy already. Oh, the crush! That's really bad. Yeah, I think, okay. That was actually, I think, a really smart adaptation for Eli. This shouldn't be enough here.
Yeah, so he goes for the reset. So here's an opportunity. Oh no, he just went for the shoulder and that was it. I'm not sure what he was trying to go for there.
My assumption is it was like jump heavy punch, and then Desner was like holding down balls. I think Eli used the overhead there to bait that. So like we just did button into overhead, and then Desner was like, oh, that's a fireball, I'm gonna V-trigger, and then got crush countered for it, which is what led to that kind of like end of the round sequence.
Okay. So there you go, that standing light kick. Those standing heavy kick is going to be punishable if you have the range for it, but just a standing light kick, so nothing too terrible. Oof.
Yeah, that crouching medium kick buff, that's really nice having it special cancel, especially EX Graham.
And now command throw, here we go. Time for the mix-up. What's the option? Goes for the meaty elbow. Hard to time perfectly, but... Okay, here we go. The activation. Gonna get the juggle afterwards? Nope.
Yeah, an important check there too. This is a bad spot baits the throw. Like before, Zeku, you know, with standing light kick, right, is like plus. It's a really good way to check. But standing light kick canceled into heavy palm, you know, just gets interrupted pretty easily now by any fast button. So, I mean, it's like, you know, you're gonna just challenge when you see it anyway, so. An important change for this character.
Speaking of challenge, there you saw Eli the Curry challenging to get out. Trays with that, that's fine actually. Even though he takes more damage, he keeps the position, which is what's important right now. But down by about half a life bar right now. So Eli, oh here we go, gets the counter hit and the confirm afterwards. The pressure, the
really
throw.
Safe pressure from Eli so far. We've seen almost no command throws. Oh man, that is rough.
Oh,
no, that's a drop, but it doesn't matter because of the activation.
Not enough to kill yet. Okay, got the cross up. Okay, here we go. Opportunity now for Desner. Just needs one more hit. Oh, actually, never mind. The combo is gonna do it. The combo's gonna finish it off.
Elbow drop cross up. Like that was like one of those wake ups that I don't think I've ever seen that in my life. Like just that was brutal.
He was like, you know what? You're gonna try to shimmy me. You're gonna try to bait something. You're not doing a meaty, so I'm just gonna wake up Bushin flip. There you go.
Wall escape again. I like that Eli just backed off. I think that's a really smart way to deal with it. Just stand far away and not let the mix-up be a problem.
I mean, obviously they buffed V-Trigger 2 a lot from Zeku. Not used to seeing it do that much damage, but good stuff there. And
it's
now the corner position.
It's got a lot of utility.
Yeah, it's gotten so much better since its inception. Oh yeah, you see, you use that fireball and then the overhead to have the fireball kind of keep you safe. Oh, the cross up again. Here we go. No!
Big drop. That's unfortunate. V reversal lands in the throw. Yeah, that was one of those like things that we saw established in the other round too, was the V reversal walk up throw. I think now we're gonna see maybe some tighter pressure from Desner, or in reverse, I guess we'll see Eli challenge after the V reversal if there's gonna be walk up throw every time, right? Like so. Yeah, I think a very scrambly match, one where Eli looked like he was in control, and then we kind of felt like at the very end just a couple of explosive sequences work out for Desner.
Yeah, but I mean, that is the one advantage of the V reversals that don't knock down. A lot of them that do knock down don't really even allow you to get some pressure. So if you just keep them standing right next to you in your plus, you can definitely get in there for those kind of mix-ups. Oh, tried to hit a button on his wake up, and that heavy punch did get the counter hit, but nothing afterwards for Eli.
Yeah, I like that we're seeing some command throw from Eli. Before, we kind of saw pressure that was mostly just regular throw, so you know, it's probably a good time to bring it out.
Ooh, actually tried challenging that Bushin flip and got the trade, and then the walk up delayed button. That wasn't a true meaty. He walked up to just basically put some fear into Dez, got Dez to hit a button, and that's where that counter, well, not counter hit, but that's where that standing medium punch connected.
Yeah, and I mean, standing medium punch is a fantastic grounded anti-air, so I'm not that surprised to see a trade with the flip.
Yeah, he was expecting for that to actually cross up, but Eli actually dashed under with his Volt Charge. And there we go, the EX command throw, the stun. Keeping it simple, just do the fully charged Thunderclap into forward heavy, fierce, heavy punch ×2 into the Volt Charge. And Eli the Curry.
So flex on a baby, you knew, but this should be grappler zoner matchup, is what I mean about that. So yeah, it's as we expected, I guess, Menat versus Zangief.
We haven't seen a lot of Menats as frequently as we did before that change. So I'm glad to see Yanoob has stuck with the character.
It was just a lot of nerfs in general, right? Like, it's just a combination of things for the character. It's not just the V-trigger change, but also the fact that like a lot of her grounded normals got worse, and the kind of game switched away from her game plan being as powerful, I think, you know?
Right.
When the game is slow and steady, a character like this is always good, I think.
But you can also kind of see right here what this is. This is for those people who are new to fighting games. This is a classic zoner versus grappler match. Of course, Menat being the zoner and Zangief being the grappler. It's just going to be about Zangief trying to get in through all of the offense and the range that Menat has. See right there, like that was a beautiful option to use the knee to go over the standing heavy punch, then got the crush counter and the air SBD, and this is, you kind of saw the zoner game plan in the last game, and here's the grappler game plan here in round number 2.
You know, you're like, man, this Menat character's cheating. Zangief can never get... Oh, never mind. Never mind. But this is one of those characters where, like, the thing about Menat is that with her V-skill 2 and how she plays this matchup, she doesn't even have to play the game plan of, like, sit at full screen and do heavy punch or anything. Yeah, she can just do that. You can just V-skill in on the... what's it called, on the projectile, and it's really good. Like, you don't have to wait and see like a character, you know, like Dhalsim or something as much. Like, you can kind of be aggressive and just put stuff on screen and really prevent Zangief from doing what he wants to do.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's not, you know, when you say zoner, you're thinking, oh, full screen zoning, but it's not the case here for Menat. She's kind of more of this mid-screen zoning because of that standing heavy punch being the threat. Oh, here we go, though. Flex on Baby's getting in. Ah, here we go. Heavy SBD. Gonna get a mix-up after that. Oh, there we go. And he's got the critical art on deck. Definitely gonna kill. Don't even need to ask. And blam. There you go.
You know, that was pretty rough. I think that is just kind of what happens in a matchup like this when you as Menat are walking in and trying to use V-skill and, like, you know, but Menat is brutal.
Yeah, I mean, she's already a character that does not have the best defensive options. She has a 3-frame, but it's very, very short range, but no invincible EX moves to get her out of dangerous situations. And Zangief, once he gets you with a heavier EX SPD, you're just in that blender, and combining that with Menat's bad defense can be such a problem for her. But here we go, you see, back to the zoning match. But as we've mentioned, all it takes is one time for him to get in.
I'm a little worried for how much Yanoob is pressing with this big of a life lead. I know there's Dizzy, but, like, I feel like a lot of that offense was, you know, not risk averse. Like, we saw, like, the drills and, like, trying to get in there. I think it's a little scary to press that hard against Zangief when you're a character like Menat. Although we see
yeah, look at this.
Too. This is important. You just chip down. Yeah.
He got the knockdown and he still went in on him, you know? But, I mean, a lot of times you don't want to be scared of Zangief when you've knocked him down, because Zangief is just as vulnerable on after knockdown as most other characters. You know, in previous games, EX SPD was invulnerable, or even in previous games, SPD was 1-frame grab, so you couldn't meaty him, but that's not the case this time, so you can actually pressure him.
Yeah, you know, I do not miss trying to pressure Street Fighter 4 Zangief, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, you just did it.
Like,
you just did it.
It was such a weird... It was just like, all right, well, I'm running for my life.
Nice jump away. Yeah, get away from that. Oh, actually knew that it was going to combo the slide from that range. Good awareness by Anu, but there we go. The good lariat knockdown. He's got to get the orb back, but it might be too late. Wake up buttons, though. All right, activate.
Yeah, I like the V-skill ender there. Just to, oh, that's for sure.
What a reaction to the overhead. Flex on him, baby. Woo. And now he's at
it's one of those moments
point.
where, like, you even ask yourself, you're like, am I? Yeah. You're like, you know, I got caught.
Oh, excuse me.
Nice,
yeah, most overheads.
You knew with a life lead, but we've seen so far that hasn't really mattered that much, right?
Yep. Yeah, and of course, Flex on baby going with that V skill too. Capable of absorbing one hit or two and then being able to dash cancel that a little bit, but nice combo from Yanoob. And again, like you said, going in there with that drill, right? Just no fear from Yanoob at all. Then just jump in on Zangief. Oh.
Yeah, I think with this little life left, like, you should be hitting crouching jab. You should be hitting crouching heavy punch anti-air. You know, it's a little scary to commit. Oh,
there we go. He's in.
Okay.
Oh, backdash to get away. But then
could have been
not a big
punish or something bigger. Okay, all right. Well done. I was a little worried for Yanoob because of that, like, backdash situation not being a kill, but it all worked out.
Yeah, and you know, that's one of those situations where sometimes when you miss that kill situation, ready to go against Flex on him. So it's 1-1 now.
Yeah, and I think, like, that was a good closeout from Yanoob. It's important in situations like that to, oh my god. There's like a rerun, we just see the same thing over and over. It's important in those situations to be aware of that.
Oof, okay. Oh, a little bit too far for that SPD. There we go, gets the knockdown. Has the orb set up, but the air reset we talked about from the previous game happening for Zangief there. You see him just walking back so we can recall the orb, but nice using the jumping knees to get in there, and he's in the corner, so even though he got the bad lariat hit, he was still able to apply the pressure. And so there we go, Flex on him, baby, now with 2 match points.
Yeah, looking like a pretty tough round to come back from. You know, it's one of those situations too, where especially like the biggest, you know, thing in this matchup that tells the tale is where they are on screen. If Mana gets back to the corner, you know, you have to get the kill within seconds or it's going to be bad. It's pretty difficult. Right. Nice end here.
Yeah, that's the whole thing, right? Just having the real estate, knowing where you are. Oh, he was hoping that was going to stun. Not quite. The armor is going to prevent him from getting stunned, and he goes for the reset. Back throw into the corner. That was so smart by Flex on him, baby, because now suddenly everything has turned around. He has the corner position. Did he get it?
Early.
She jumped.
Yeah.
He's going to be able to...
That should be the kill here, too. Unfortunately, I wonder if, like, that was actually delayed enough after the forward heavy punch that it would have even worked. I feel like it was a little too early, maybe.
Might have even been during the block stun, yeah, so it would have just whiffed even had he not done anything.
But either way, the jump from Yanoob, so, you know, we're on the last round here.
No anti-airs again. And yet, catching her jumping backwards. Oh, but going for that EX SPD. Like I said, that EX SPD has the range and it gives you the frame advantage, which is good. But here we go. Yanoob going back in for the pressure again. Nice check with the crouch light punch. He still needs to call the orb, and he finally got it back. Here we go. Gets him with the overhead. Pushes him back with that V-Skill 2 knockdown.
Times? Oh, no, that's bad. Reset.
Oh, yeah, and he's going to be able to get the follow-up here. He goes for the reset instead of the Air XPD. Oh, boy. Here we go. Activate time. Oh,
through the
grabbed him before the orbs came down. Oh, and the crouching light punch. It's going to take it. There you go. Flex on him, baby, is going to advance over Yanoob in the Zangief versus Mana matchup. But you see how the patience, Child versus Tanachi, and Eli going up against Flex on him, baby. That's going to be an interesting one because I know Laura players don't like going up against Zangiefs. But then you see on the lower side, oh,
to get into this, Bison versus Balrog. Yeah.
Very neutral heavy Bison play, so I'm going to see if he's going to try to do the same thing against Balrog. Of course, Balrog a lot more offensive, has a little bit more of that offensive threat factor to him. Just like that, just right in there all of a sudden. But I like Tenachi checking that mix-up. Child was trying to go into dash, into V-skill, maybe into the overhead.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You have to be very careful about watching that from Balrog, right? If you try to check it, obviously they can just finish the V-skill early, but it's not that big of a threat usually. You get a combo and counter hit. The scariest thing would be the overhead. Dang, that was a long walk.
Hey, you know, sometimes you gotta take those nice long walks, right? You know, clear out the mind, you know, just relax. Oh, the stun.
Yeah,
oh, did he
goes
need
out
to
of
do
the
that?
corner here.
Well, you know what? That overhead punch did him a lot of work last game, and he's gonna go to it again here. Obviously, you know, given our situation here, maybe a little bit harder to react to, but it's definitely working right now.
Yeah, the thing of like Balrog going out of the corner in situations like that is you actually see it to make a lot of combo rounds more consistent. It kind of helps depending on which route you're going for, but in that case, I mean, a mix-up's a mix-up, you know?
Oh man, he missed his meaty timing right there, so Child was able to wake up with standing light kick and counter poke him right there. Okay, activate and push him all the way into the corner. I love it. Try to get that space, try to get that real estate behind you. Push the opponent into the corner so they have less options.
Yeah, and that spaced out dash punch is really good, I think.
Getting good damage there, but that check again. See, Child always willing to do those wake-up buttons there. And speaking of wake-up buttons, Tenachi doing the same, using the V-skill to go through the EX Fireball. Oh, no overheads for you. Someone set us up the bomb. And, oh no, it might not even come into play. Yep, there you go. It's gonna get hit, and the bomb gets deactivated, and Child's gonna take game number 1.
As good as like Balrog's V-skill 2 is, you know, V-skill 1, it's after. It's like a really good thing to have, but either way, I think both are good, and I like the way that was played by Child in the first game.
Yeah, it's so funny too, because when they were announcing that the second V skills were coming, most boxers are like, Balrog players are like, there's no way you can come up with something good. But they actually did a pretty good job too. V skill 2 was very useful against certain matchups, but even still, that's how good V skill 1 is.
Yeah, I think it definitely helps, you know? It's just very different from V-Skill 1, which is probably what you want in a V-Skill that is like different enough that it has, you know, other viable matchups. Oh, tried for the counter hit combo there, was a little too far.
Got to see the air reset, but again, waking up, landing with buttons. Child definitely showing that he likes to hit buttons. And the low option twice in a row. So we've seen this now a couple of times from Child. He likes to go to the same option multiple times. We saw him go double overhead in the previous match, and now we see the double low. No fear, walk up anti-air at the side of the round.
Yeah, and Balrog extending medium punch is so good. It's like such an excellent anti-air, so it's not surprising to see that just clip, no problem, punish.
Nice light jump back anti-air right there, and now goes under for the side switch. And now he's got the corner position, but that's why Child jumps out. But there we go, that crush again into the triple dash to kind of push the body, and then the Psycho Crusher out of nowhere just catching Child completely off guard.
You know, sometimes you gotta do it from full screen like that. I mean, and that's the thing, is Psycho Crusher is actually the best point blank to cross up, right? Or full screen to get an MB+. Like, it actually is the best at like the two opposite ends of the screen.
Yeah, and you know, I had talked about Tenachi's rank. You can see he actually went up in rank, dude, in between the matches. He was at 243, he's at 242 now. But Child, rank 61. So you know that this guy is also a very, very avid online player here. Lots of experience in this environment.
I mean, in 2020, everybody is. Everybody's an online player. You have no choice. Wow.
True.
Yeah, we've seen that a lot too. The dash punch fakes with V skills, and so I think the neutral jumps from Tenachi are a pretty good idea here.
Nice block on the overhead, and then the counter hit. Oh no, he did not get that to combo after the V-trigger activation. Gonna Psycho out of there. Now, I love the chase down and the throw, but he didn't have really any way to keep the pressure. Oh, the trade! Woo. That
Yeah,
means
I
that in a minus situation, Tanachi challenged with his standing light kick and was able to take
Their 4-frame, I mean, it's not too big of a risk, I think.
Yeah, because the problem is Balrog's standing light kick just doesn't reach far enough. It doesn't reach far enough to really be a threat at that range. So if you go with the 4-frame jab, and again, you had talked about the difference between a 3-frame and a 4-frame character. If you were a 4-frame character, you wouldn't have been able to trade with Balrog like that.
Ooh, backdash was maybe looking for like a V reversal or scissor kick or something, I wonder, but there was like a setup there from Child. Wow, that was really well spaced on the dash low.
Dude, Child has been spacing that dash low so well all day. Okay, but that's how you stop Balrog, is you can neutral jump or jump backwards in the corner and try to beat those dash punches like that. Great block on the overhead again. And now it gets the crush counter slide. Would have canceled into a Psycho Crusher had it been blocked, but didn't need to worry about it. It got the hit, and he's got the round. Tanachi now at match point after losing the first game.
Yeah, and I mean, that pressure at the end, too, was just medium. It was going to be a scissor kick into Psycho. Like, he was in a great spot.
All right,
Yeah,
nice
I like standing
again.
medium punch. I think that's better to try on the ground usually. Like, either try that or you try nothing, I think.
Yeah, and he's been pretty good about being consistent and reacting and countering that all the time. Uh-oh, but look at this huge life lead now that Tanachi has. Can play pretty safe, might even want to consider using V reversals. Actually, never mind. He's got the V trigger built up. He's going to activate at this point. Oh no! The EX dash punch is in. The low option again. Using the invincibility on the EX Devils reverse to get out of there. Just forgot the Psycho Crusher was coming.
The trade. Oh, the anti-air work. Next hit. The EX. Having that V skill available lets you just swing with that big EX dash punch. You know you have an activation behind it, even though it's already plus. And we're looking at the final round between these two.
Final game, final round. Who's going to go on the winner's side to get the winner's finals? Is it going to be Tanachi or Child? Let's go. Okay, not as well spaced on that one. But there we go, catching the forward dash.
The thing, though, is in that case, too, is that the orb didn't even combo. Like, even though the crouching medium punch hit, it needed to be, like, scissor kick to actually work right there.
Oof. Oh,
good
nice
jump
back there to bait the slide. He knew the slide into activation was something that he wanted to do, so he actually punished it. Nice air to air, but you're gonna land negative, unfortunately. But that's one of the new combos that he got. That's so cool. Here we go. One hit left. Oh, he's chased down. Tanachi tried to go and grab him. Was a little too far away, but again, the jump back. He has been sliding so much. So Child recognizing that, jumping backwards once again to punish the slide. And beautiful stuff to Child. He's
On there, we'll be playing the winner of Eli and Flex on a Baby. You see Tanachi's down there. We'll be playing up against Yanoob next. Having options that are not just like, let me try my low. Oh, my low doesn't work out well. What am I going to see the matchup that happens in winners finals?
All right,
we get into our match here.
Start here. Yep. Gonna try to use that flex to absorb hits every once in a while. Can neutralize the standing heavy kick from Laura. And you can see right now, one of the things that Zangief's gonna have the big advantage in this fight is that in neutral, his button's gonna reach so much farther than Laura's buttons. She doesn't have a lot of very long range normals. That's a EX SPD, gonna give him the pressure, backdash out of there. So let's see what Eli can do at this point. Throws out the EX to get in there. Yep, that's 2 hits.
Nice pressure too. That stand medium punch into the regular throw, I think a really good option. And so far the pressure from Eli has been good too, very safe. I love offensive V reversal in this match. I think that's very important.
Want to keep this corner position because look how much damage Eli. It was too far. The crouching heavy punch missed, and Flex on Baby used that opportunity for the EX SPD. Tried to go for another one, but jumping out of there. Active throws out that fireball. Yep, you see how it allows her to get in. And here we go. Can Eli make this comeback? Drops the elbow. No anti-air.
Big.
And the standing medium punch is gonna connect. Yeah, maybe thought he was gonna dash up for another SPD for her own command throw. Maybe tried to wake up with the buttons and got hit right there.
Trade on the anti-air too. I think Eli is playing this well so far. Just walking forward, You know, we haven't seen a lot of Zangief standing heavy punch so far, but like has been using sweep or yeah, trying to whip punish it with elbow like that, which didn't work out, but it's a good idea.
Light SPD, of course, gives Zangief no pressure, has more grab range, but he doesn't get anything off of it. Nice. Eli continually using that fireball to get in the EX one. Like I said, he can headbutt and armor through this normal fireball. Oh, but enough armor to absorb in the back throw. We saw him do this to Yanoob. Get that back throw, and now he's in the corner. Uses the armor of the heavy punch, trying to keep him from getting out of the corner. And even though he does, he manages to get the punish, and this should kill. No, not quite.
Yeah, but the trade afterwards, and like that entire sequence was so patient from Flex on him, right? Like he did not just be like, all right, I'm gonna command throw, all right, I'm gonna command. Like it was like a very safe set of resets, and then like checking low, and it was really good. Up until that point, the corner pressure from Eli was really, really clean.
Yeah. And all he did was just get the back throw, and then it was over. And he did such a good job preventing Eli from getting out of the corner. Eli lost so much health trying to get out of that corner. Ooh. Counter hit, but didn't get the confirm off it. Oh boy. Activate, gonna go for the level 2 spin all the way, get the whole thing, and then just keep the pressure going in. Nice.
Level 2 there was because Zangief was about to build critical art, which is why we saw Eli jump right after that. I mean, you cannot eat a headbutt, you cannot eat a hop knee, a jumping medium kick, you just die to all those hits here as Laura, which is very scary. That's why the hop knee came out right there, looking to find the counter hit or the regular hit into critical art.
Oh, wow. Nice range on that sweep. Yeah. Hard to punish from that range, even when block got him. And ooh, the heavy kick caught her jumping back. He was hoping for the backdash maybe to get the crush counter. And here comes the fireball. Yep, setting that up. Again, just being very patient here. Eli knows that he has the life lead. Chip it away. He tried to trade. Not going to happen. Baiting something from Flex on him, baby. But Flex, again, that patience, but getting caught low. I think Flex tried to walk backwards right there. And that's why Eli went with that low option. Caught him walking backwards. And when you're walking forward,
it's like, I got to get out of there if this doesn't hit. But really smart play for sure in that game 1. Oh, the empty jump to beat the anti-air. That was clean.
Yeah, because if you hit a button, you extend your hurt box. But you don't hit that button, you stay a little bit smaller. Nice, here we go, gets the regular throw.
You can use empty jump or the hop knee, right? Both of them are really good options.
Yep. Yeah, for Zangief, it's nice to have multiple options like that. Now Eli's getting that offense. It's like the momentum going, but here we go again. Actually goes for the heavy SPD instead of the back throw. Oh, yep, get away. There you go.
Yeah, and it's important to escape in situations like that. I mean, Zangief, still, a jab here leads to a ton of damage, so you have to be very cautious about how you approach.
Flex on him baby's gonna have to start jumping in those situations and maybe EX SVDing Eli out of the air. Oh, got another command throw. Because Eli's been jumping backwards a lot from the SPD ticks. And, you know, willing to take the heavy kicks, willing to take hit pressure and air reset here and there. So that's why I feel like Flex on him has got to jump up and actually grab him with the EX SPD out of the air to convince Eli not to jump anymore.
Man, this standing medium punch has been a real problem this round so far. But again, Eli makes it in. And I think Eli's been reading that there's a lot of defensive flex. So that's why we've seen, yeah, more command throw, more regular throw, because Flex on a baby is, I mean, living up to the name and trying to flex on defense a lot.
Oh, did he get her? Yeah, yep. It's a little gap if it's not going to be a combo. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Okay, but here we go. Activation. Oh! Sneaks in for another command throw again. Do it. 1, 2, 3. Back to back to back. And there you go. Eli the Curry pulling off some 90s Bulls action there, getting the three-peat and taking it in. Dante Brown are going to play each other. Tanachi and Yanoob are going to be going up against each other. But you can see set up cat action here. So let's actually Curry going up against Child. It is going to be Balrog versus Laura as we've expected.
Yeah, and this could be a pretty tough match. obviously, for Balrog. He doesn't have, although you see it there, the V-skill, he doesn't have the best options to always deal with the fireball pressure, and in general, how Laura approaches against this character can be pretty tough for him to deal with. So I know, if you're a Balrog player out there, you probably don't love this match. Meaty combo, baits the throw, side switch, stun.
That was a classic Laura round right there, just getting all the mix-ups. Oh, he tried to go for the fancy Javits combo, didn't quite get it.
That was a little rough, but it worked out,
But a good adjustment from Eli, though, when he saw that it wasn't going to hit, that he just went for the throw afterwards. And there you go. There's that dash V skill into the fake that we're going to see a bunch of. Ooh. Overheads! And now we're going to get the stun on the other side? No. Tried to prevent Eli from jumping out of there. Now at least... Oh, no, wait. That still might be a stun. Yeah, there you go. And is that going to be...
Oh, yeah. A perfect. From downtown. The V-skill fake and V-skill overheads over and over are like... It's one of those things that when you see it, you're like, I was told by the internet that I should be able to stop that every time. But it's not as easy as you think. When someone's using it alongside all the other tools Balrog has, it's tough.
It was definitely one of those throws up a brick, it's good kind of situations right there. Oh man. Oh, he went for the low. Okay, this time
they're working so much. Oh man. Not enough here to kill, but really good spot.
Dude, what is respect indeed? That dojo name right there, Child just going. Those 2 rounds were so fast. That just happened, and I swear I blinked.
Throw to just change the timing, and who cares about Laura's fireball and how she pressures Balrog if you're just never on defense, I guess, right?
But you know what? This is the kind of thing that Laura can do too. She can also put you in a blender as well. We saw that in the first round. He just didn't get a chance to get it started in the second round, and here he goes. He's gonna get started here. He's been doing a good job getting that meaty elbow in there. It's hard to time perfectly now, but he's been pulling it off, and first round, I mean, all these rounds that we've been seeing are all so one-sided.
I mean, it's the nature of these characters, right? Like, they're both extremely offensive, so it's not surprising. Oh man, the throwback. It's not surprising to see that when it rains, it pours. You know what I mean? It's that kind of a matchup where it just really is so fast.
Right. Oh, got a nice throw tech. The way that the momentum has been going, that could have been it had he not gotten that throw tech. But this time baits it out, gets the counter hit, and now into the corner. Okay. That crouching medium kick that we saw him use against Flex on him, baby. Uh-oh, activation. And lots of stun. Out of there.
This is huge.
Sets up the meaty pressure instead of the guaranteed juggle. Not enough to kill. Needs another hit. He went for the throw. I would have gotten thrown. I swear he was going to poke with a bunch of lows to catch me standing up. But no, Eli said, you know what? You are going to be patient. You are going to be defensive. Come here.
And yeah, very well played from Eli there as we go to the last game between these two. Start with the dash low.
Why not? Just do it. What is respect?
This is that kind of a match, you have to, as Balrog, you have to get in and press, right? Or you have to survive in the neutral against the Thunderclaps, which is very difficult. So, oh my.
Too far. Oh, he ended up jumping into that, unfortunately. But here we go. He got the second hit. Yep. And again.
Knockdown here.
Command grab. Oh no, I think he thought that was going to be a counter hit. So he didn't get the counter hit combo. Nice punish! That stand jab has a lot of range.
Look at the walk back.
And now,
this is scary activation. Air flip out. There's the command throw.
The air flip doesn't save you from the thunderclap. Here we go. Forward pressure. Takes a turn. Keeps going. Goes for the command grab again to finish the round. And Eli, the curry is on match point now. 2 rounds in a row. Eli saying, you're not going to try to jump away.
Yeah, and I love that call out from Eli. Oh, there's the overhead. Side switch to get out of the corner.
Good
this
block,
is a really good spot now for Eli.
Oh. Okay, Child's got to do something now, here and now. Got to find a way out of here. Command throw, gonna be stunned. Laura does so much damage off of this situation. And there you go, the easy combo to take it for Eli. And again, I think that was maybe a total of like 9 rounds. No, actually, maybe only just about like 7 rounds. And every single... Sorry.
Ken is going to be doing Ken things, which is approaching all day and trying to get in against this character. And, you know, if you thought Zangief was getting in and killing this character sometimes, boy, Ken is right there with him. It's just going to be like, can Yanoob survive the onslaught, you know?
Yeah, it's going to be one of those things again. The nice thing, you had talked about this before, that Ken has a lot of good jumping options. The jumping heavy punch, he has the EX Tatsu in the air, the regular Tatsu to kind of change the jump arc a little bit. So Menat, while she's going to be trying to spend a lot of her time anti-airing, it's going to be a little bit... It's more difficult to do so versus Ken than other characters.
Man, we fast forwarded to your age. We hit 76 so fast.
There you go. I asked them to do that just for me, But we're definitely not going to get as many 72 round second victories unless it's Dante Brown getting in there.
Looking for the
so
step
far,
kick.
Yanoob,
That's pretty tough.
Yeah, Yanoob doing a great job playing, you know, keeping him out, zoning a little bit. Oh, here we go. Thunder Kick not going to drop the combo this time. We saw that happen in the first game we saw him play. Out of there, yeah.
Yeah, Dante Brown needs one good hit here. Oh boy.
It's always so hard to punish that. Oh,
He just goes flying by.
He just has this weird momentum at the very end of it where he slides so far. Oh, it's so scary, that orb. Ah, it's so scary. I remember when they first said they were gonna give her the explosion, the ball explosion, and I was like, if it can hit crouchers, it'll be very good, but I really doubt that. And then it just like hits the whole screen, and I was like, wow, you gave her this.
I mean, it's such an important move for her toolset. Imagining her without it now is like really weird. You know what I mean? Like, it's just such a great move.
Like, it almost feels like she was an incomplete character without it now. Oh, EX Fireball is going to get through, forcing Yanoob to block a little bit. Gets the jump in, back throw, and now the orb is way back there. Going to have trouble. Got to recall the orb. Got to bring the orb back, but just outside of the range with that standing medium kick. There we go, finally. Without the
so far,
orb,
we've seen a lot of anti-airs miss from Yanoob. I was going to say, that's one thing you kind of have to do in a matchup like this. You know, we really haven't seen it.
Yeah, and again, without the orb, she loses so many options. Oh, nice dodge on that fireball! And going with the V-Trigger 1, tried to go for the mix-up a little too far away.
Oh,
baited him. Ow! Wow! That just like grabbed him like 2 pixels off the floor.
Yeah, it hits super low, and now we're gonna see the EX doesn't kill though because of the fireball eating the first hit. Activation, jump drill goes low.
I missed with the drill. He didn't hit a button right when he landed from the drill, so I think Yanoob also thought it was gonna hit. He was trying to time his button with the block stun, but it turned out that it missed, and so that gave Dante Brown the opportunity to get out his crouching light kick first.
Yeah, and in that case, it's just a little bit of a scramble, and he happened to be ready. No ants here. That gets stuffed. Counter hit, so into the corner already. Bad spot to be for Yanoob.
Yeah, back throw him right back into it. Look at this. The EX Fireball trying to keep the pressure going. Tried to get in with that Thunder Kick overhead again, and finally Yanoob with the anti-air and the back throw. That is such an important back throw to get the positioning.
The tick throw as well. Great pressure here from Yanoob. V-skill activate. Looks to bait something there. Slides in for the pressure. And that's going to be the game. Nice work from Yanoob. Good control in that situation. Not to get like too panicky. You mentioned the clutch anti-air and the back throw as well. That really set up that control in the corner.
Yeah, that back throw was key because I'm that small. That can make the biggest difference in the result of a round like that. So good job to Yanoob to get that back throw in.
Yeah, I mean, getting back thrown into the corner is one of the most common ways to lose matches in Street Fighter. Like, it is just like maybe with the #1 suspect, you know, it's like a huge deal.
Corner is always such a problem because you can't move backwards, and that makes it so that the range you are from your opponent is so dangerous, and they can control how to poke you and where to apply pressure. All right, I like that V reversal to try to Yeah. Oh no, there's that overhead. You said we've seen a lot of those. Tries to go for it again.
Yeah, and I feel like Yanub has been loving that option so much. This is big now. One hit. Either player. Fireball is not that scary to close out for Ken. No anti-air.
Yeah. All right, spends one, but oh no, he just happened to catch him in the back. That's just unfortunate. But nice little timing for the EX Fireball. I'm pretty sure Dante Brown was just trying to use it to get in, but it worked.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is like regular Fireball is really not scary at the end of the round, but EX Fireball, you know, she has to respect it. It's so strange to see that backdash come out from Yanub.
Yeah. Going for the Scorpion now. Get over here. All right. Caught low. Ooh, you see him try to approach, but the rhythm that he was going was too telegraphed. Oh, oh no! Drops it!
Yeah,
but
the
you saw
tip tap.
when Dante Brown was trying to get in, you could see him go walk block, walk block, walk block, walk block, but the timing never changed. It wasn't staggered, and so that's why you knew when to throw out that heavy punch and actually hit him. Ooh.
That's a huge jump.
Yes, big damage. Half-life down already. Tried to get another throw a little too far away. Oh, too late to punish with his own sweep. Looked like he tried to micro walk to make sure.
You like block a sweep and you sweep back and it doesn't work, and then they sweep your sweep and you're just like, come on, man. I tried to do that to you.
And here we go, another back throw to just, I mean, she wasn't in the corner, but at least now is more in the center of the stage. Oh, jump in now. Yeah, as soon as she blocks, the orb does not hit anymore. Actually, I think it does still hit, doesn't it? I can't remember if that was
until it hits her hands is the way it works.
Yeah, okay.
Full extension here. Yeah, spends it. I think spending it early there just like makes sense. You don't want to extend the combo too long. You're gonna hit maximum scaling pretty soon.
It's definitely not gonna kill though with all that scaling. But now it's dangerous because Dante. Oh, he did the walk-up orb, which worked for a second. He's got more orbs. He tried to go for the throw again. Just at the end there, I feel like Dante Brown panicked a little bit, and Yanub just doing a great job peppering those orbs in some, because we've seen what Child is capable of, and you know what is respect is his be in any sort of shortage of having practice against this character.
I got a dash right. Like there's like a simple game plan that I think like if you play a character like Balrog, you just know what to do, right?
Yeah, I'm glad that the two players decided to match here for this match. They definitely could go to the prom if they wanted to.
Dang, these outfits are cool too.
Gotta get that orb back. Finally got it back, and now can get back into this game. That is way too high up for the drill. Definitely gonna get punished. And here we go. Yeah. This is that pressure we're talking about.
I don't think the drill was supposed to even hit. You know, I don't even think Yanub expected him to be there. But as we mentioned, Balrog is so fast.
Oh yeah, and then being able to combo off the orb, then gets the counter hit. There was a reset in there. It just goes for the soul split. Interesting. So we've seen V Trigger 2 plus V Skill 2, V Trigger 1 plus V Trigger 2 1, and V Skill 1, and now he got the 1-2 combination. It looks like.
And now he's dead. That was hard to say. He just got hit by the overhead. The overhead activation is also just really good, right? You just do it because like if it hits, you get a combo. If it's blocked, you're plus after the V Trigger. So you're just like, okay, I'll just do this in the V Trigger no matter what.
Below. It's so funny. It took me a while to realize he says below and above when she throws out those orbs.
Yep. She's a really cool design character. A lot of things about her are really just like, they did a great job with her.
Yeah, she's one of my favorite characters in Street Fighter V, honestly. Like, there's so many cool things about her. Oh, what a block! At the last second, too, but then just gonna get tossed. Okay, good spacing on that drill. Yeah. Ooh, but you're still gonna get bot and sent to the corner. Oh, the overhead! Oh!
Great throw escape. I like that backdash so that the activation wasn't easy. Oh my! You gotta be kidding me. Just full screen dash punch fake throw.
Balrog wins.
That kind of thing, like, I don't know if the people at home could hear me clapping over my head. What is respect? And just dashed in there and got the throw.
The best part too is like in that case, Yanoob let go of an orb. He was like, oh my god, Balrog is right there. He's gonna try to do something. I should let go of an orb, and then just gets thrown. Like it was just the perfect option, right? I mean, that's why in that situation it was just great from Child because that's what he likes to do anyway. But it just worked out in that situation, which is really cool.
Oh, nice jump there. Kind of maybe predicted the dash punch, and so now can get out of the corner here and try to get back to this. But see, there you go. One of the hardest things is that, you know, you have that orb out there and he dashes in. And you're defenseless now. No orb.
Good challenge as well.
He blocked it and he hit buttons. He didn't care. He doesn't care. Woohoo!
You know, that was one of those situations too, where like Child tried to meaty. He was like, all right, I'm gonna try my crouching light kick, crouching jab. It just missed. Oh my god, started the round overhead too. It just missed, and it didn't matter because Yanoob was just like delayed on the button and then got counter hit anyway. So like the timing was bad. Oh, the EX smash upper.
Armor.
Counter hit.
Counter hit. Okay. Oh, and he gets a throw. He just needs one more hit for the stun. Again, great spacing on that low dash punch.
Yeah, and I mean, at this point, it is all Child. That was like 100% mauling, like what we were talking about earlier, which is like, you know, can Yanoob keep this character out? Can Yanoob stop Child from getting in? The answer was clear.
The $1,000 prize pool you can see here between these two players, Eli the Curry and Child, only using their one characters, which makes Child has to win one set of 2 out of 3 to send Eli to losers and then beat him in another 2 out of 3 to win the tournament. Whereas Eli only needs to win one set, whether it's the first one or the second one. And if Eli wins that, he is the champion. So here we go.
Oh, the meaty elbow early, and I mean, yeah, this is going to be one of those matches for sure where really how you handle the neutral is important because once you get knocked down, that might be the end. You know, it's just like that. Those key moments where, you know, things don't get spicy, that's where you have to really shine in a match like this. Oh, we see the switch on the V skill as well.
All right, activation time. Oh, I like the backdash after the activation just to get out of there and build the range. And here we go, catching him low, but gets out of the corner, and guess what? You're in the corner now. Nice challenge from Child. Not gonna let Eli throw out that thunderclap and get free pressure off of that. Good check.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest things she gets, right, is that big charge thunderclap into all the pressure after. And I gotta say, I like the idea of switching up this V skill and trying it out to see if it gives, you know, some kind of extra help, although that's fine.
Ooh, trading right there, and here we go, the knockdown into the air reset. That's actually one of the nice things that Laura has is that air reset stuff. You don't have to worry about quick rise versus back roll. They're gonna land at the same time no matter what. Oh, too high up for that to actually, for the overhead to hit.
Yeah, and if that hits medium stuff, you can get a big combo off of it. Eli, though, in a good spot. Yeah, had that activation, although that's a big crush. No critical art.
Not
Chip
quite dead yet.
Here. Yeah.
Woo! Yep, there it is, the end.
There's not much you can do there. I think Eli just has no options, right? Like there's, you know, I don't think he had critical art before the critical art chipped him, so I think it was basically checkmate at that point. Like knockdown.
Have done to escape that. Game 1 to Child, and again, if he takes another game, he just resets it, and he will be in. He will put Eli into the losers bracket. You can see the L and the W next to their names at the top of the screen to indicate that.
Yeah, and at this point, like I have to say, I like the changes that we've seen from Child so far.
Yeah, that V skill 2 is definitely one of the big benefits that is working out for him. Like we said, it's amazing that you could come up with a V skill that could replace V skill 1, but you see where its application is. The plus frames, the double hits, the combo, the extra juggles.
Oh, and the trade, I thought that was almost going to be a trade combo for a second, but one thing we've seen a lot of is Child's been backdashing out of pressure quite a bit, and it's been kind of giving Eli some trouble, so I think we're probably going to see him try to scout that. Yeah, that's what that heavy punch was right there, trying to scout backdash out of pressure.
Oh, the wake up buttons again from Child, no fear. This guy is hitting light kick a lot. If you wanted to like gauge the buttons on his controller, you'll probably see the light kick button is definitely a little more worn down than the other ones.
Got a challenge. That's how it works, right? I mean, that's a great 3-framer, and you know that's the thing that he's trying to do is backdash on wake up or go for the challenge. Man, the game does not like that V-skill dash punch.
Getting a little extra drama built into it. Oh, is that gonna kill? It is! There you go. Okay, Child, 1 round away from a bracket reset.
Just like that. I mean, it was a quick game and a half already, right? That's the pace that we expect, although early knockdown.
Okay, that's not gonna combo. I'm surprised he's not doing that into the back command dash, because then you can cancel that into the forward command dash and get the confirm off the counter hit. And now you're in the corner.
Eli's pressure has been great this round about scouting backdashes a lot more and almost had the dizzy hit there, although Child makes it out okay. Plus frame. Oh, this is not good. Oh, try to bait that. That was so close. Working on dizzy here. Next hit stuns.
And he actually teched the throw. You brave soul, Eli, and he's gonna take that round and tie it up 1-1 just with the meaty buttons, and he got the timing right. I mean, maybe just judging from the history, perhaps Child tried to check with a standing light kick again and just got caught by the meaty, so Eli realizing that he wants to hit buttons in those situations, though I don't remember if I saw a counter hit or not. And so I'm not sure exactly what happened. Okay.
I think it was counter hit, but the other thing is, I mean, she can combo standing medium punch into crouching medium punch just because it has so many active frames anyway, right? That's one of the nice things about that move. It's what makes it such a good meeting. Yeah, and I think this is the game where Eli, you know, will slow down. Yes, exactly. He will slow down Child's defensive, like, you know, mashing and backdashing and start to command throw a bit more. I think we're going to see that in this round now that, you know, he's started to condition a little bit more.
Yeah, and a lot more crouching medium kicks from Eli as well, I think, trying to keep Child from moving as much. You're right, this game really is having trouble with that skill dash punch.
It's struggling.
Oh, not enough to kill. One more hit's needed. Keeps the pressure going, and then the command throw. Remember, we saw that from Eli, reading that Child never tries to escape that by jumping or backdashing, so the command throw gonna put Eli the Curry at tournament point.
Yeah, and those low medium kicks all day, you know, you late cancel to hit confirm, and Eli's been doing a great job of, look at this offense just being switched up constantly.
The mix-up.
Oh, that was a beautiful button.
Just, oh yeah, you're probably right, but it worked out for him. Activate. Oh, and he still hit a button. Wow.
And that'll probably do it. Eli gonna close it out. Your champion here for our Street Fighter V finals with just exceptional offense and just like a really clean rotation of different things.